Hello everyone, and welcome back to week 5 of the VDL, where we are playing Mr. OnesieBanette and their team, the Solihull Skarmoors. Gonna be a very tough game, I'm certain of that. But yeah, let's get right into Onesie's team. They have a Dragapult, scary guy. I never do well into that Pokemon. We see a Cinderace, an Iron Crown, Urshifu Single Strike, just 3 scary guys. A Terra Captain of Enamorous Therian, which obviously can translate into any type. The thing is, I think, the kill leader in the entire league. So, another scary guy. We got a Quillfish Hisui, Swampert, a Abomasnow, Greedent, and finally a Zapdos. So yeah, very scary team overall, but let's get into what we are bringing. First of all, we have our Choice Scarf Kiram this week, running the Freeze Dry, Draco Meteor, Earth Power, and Blizzard. The only main resist, like his steel type, obviously, is the Iron Crown, which I do think is a scary guy, but our Scarf is very nice. His, we are EV to always outspeed. A max speed, so in Quillfish, Scarf. That is like our main thing. Obviously, the Urshifu, Crown, Zapdos, Cinderace, and Dragapult could all be scarfed and faster than us. So I don't think it is worth putting more speed than that, because we're never going to outspeed them anyway, because they would creep us. But yeah, this thing is like, Kiram looks very strong this game, right? Ice-type moves are, like Freeze Dry especially, super effective into everything, or neutral into everything except the Iron Crown, which I do think has to be Assault Vest this week just to deal with us. Obviously it also resists our Dragon moves, but Enamorous also is the Fairy type, so that wants to Terrestrialize out of its Fairy typing, and in the process will allow us, if Iron Crown goes down, to just free up our Kiram and just be able to click Dracos and do massive damage to this team. And then finally we do have the Earth Power, because it does hit a few things that are that we want to hit, especially the 2 ice resists, which are Cinderace and Iron Crown, but also can allow us to deal some good damage to the Quillfish. I do expect him not to bring a Bomb Snow this week, because he will be giving us Snow. So I'm definitely thinking that is staying firmly on the bench this week. Next up, we have our Terra Captain, which is a defensive Crocodile with Terra Fairy. This is our Urshifu Single Strike check, right? We need this to be able to stop the Urshifu. Obviously, we have Intimidate to lower his attack stats if in case it was like a Poison Jab set. I do think Urshifu has a good chance to beat Scarf if it does come. We have EQ, Knockoff, Gunk Shot, and Stealth Rock. Gunk Shot is there to hit the Enamorous, and EQ Knockoff is just nice clicks into the rest of his team. And we do have the ability to set up Stealth Rocks, which are nice. You know, if he's not boots on that Enam, we could punish it with a lot of damage, and also potentially punish the Cinderace if that's not boots, or Zapdos as well. And I don't think Dragapult will be boots this week, so that will give some nice chip onto that too. Next up, we have our Choice Band Scizor, running the Bullet Punch CC Knockoff U-Turn. This is a very strong guy that can give us a lot of damage into a lot of guys. Bullet Punch is very strong this week into the likes of Pult and Urshifu. And we do have the knockoff option, obviously, to be able to hit the Iron Crown really hard if that wants to be the swap in. And U-Turn, just pivoting around into just give us some nice damage into a bunch of guys. Like if he does go, for example, Cinderace, we can just U-turn on that and then get in one of our other guys, such as, like, for example, Intimidate Crook. Next up, we have our Life Orb Torn this week. Tornadus naturally outspeeds everything that isn't Dragapult. We are running enough speed to outspeed the Dragapult. And we are Regen, Bleak Wind, Heat Wave, Weather Ball, U-turn. We are going to be running the Chilly Reception on Slowking to give us Snow, which will check out in a second, but Weather Ball is really nice into that Zapdos, which I think is going to be the main swap in. Heat Wave is also there for the Iron Crown, which once again I do think it's AV this week, and if we can chip that down for our Kiram, that's great. If he has to use it there, Bleak Wind is just very strong otherwise into the rest of his team. And yeah, like there is the only resist is literally Zapdos Iron Crown, which we can hit both super effectively if we have Snow up, which is really nice. And then we have the U-turn just to pivot around if needed. Next up, we have our Pads Quaquaval. I do think his swap in this week is going to be that. I do think he has to have the Fizz Def Zapdos this week, so we are going to be trying to prevent Rocky Helmet, Chip, and Static with the Protective Pads. We are Aqua Step, Triple Axle, Rapid Spin, and Flip Turn. Rapid Spin also just allows us to clear hazards that could be set up by his team. He doesn't have great removal. It's literally just Cinderace Court Change, but I do think that there's a decent chance that he brings the Court Change. That's the reason why. He does have Rocks from the Swampert as well, and Spikes and T-Spikes from Quillfish, which are always annoying. We should be able to deal with the T-Spikes, but we can spin away those spikes with our Quack. He could also be like, I was considering Clay Amulet to prevent Intim Quillfish from stopping us from lowering our following our attack, but in the end I did go with this protective pad set instead. And then finally we have our Colberberry Slowking. This is for the Urshifu who can take a hit in a pinch. I was very close to running Berry for the Dragapult instead, but I think I'm going to go Colbur just because we can take one Spec Shadow Ball from Dragapult anyway. We do have the Sludge Bomb, we do have the Grass Knot for the Swampert, which is hopefully a surprise factor because I do think that might probably be the swap in. We have Thunder Wave to slow things like Urshifu and the Dragapult down. Obviously we can use a Colberberry to get a Thunder Wave off in a pinch, and then Chitter Reception to set up Snow for our Weather Balling Tornadoes and our Blizzarding Kyurem. So yep, that is the team for week 5, and I'll see you lot all in the battle. Hello everyone, and welcome back to week 5 of VDL. We're playing OnesieBanette. He has a Terra Ghost Enam, which is very terrifying. And I'm intrigued to see the 6 he brings. So he does bring the Iron Crown, does bring the Zapdos, does bring the Swampert. Brings a Corphish. Okay, I expected one of Zapdos and Corphish. Didn't expect both. We see the Pult, and we do see the Terra Ghost Enam. So what did he? So does that mean no Cinderace? Yeah, no. Urshifu Single Strike is also really nice. No Bomb Snow, kind of expected that one because he didn't want to bring Snow for my Kyurem. And no Greedent. Okay, yeah. So, mostly what we expected. Kind of expected Cinderace to be in the slot. Does mean he has no removal. We could just leave Crook and get our Rocks up. Rocks are pretty solid. Ooh, did I select everyone? Hopefully I selected everyone there, otherwise that's going to be rough. I do believe I have 6. Let me double check quickly. And we do see the Swampert lead. Okay. Nice. We're gonna get an Intim on this, which is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we do have all 6 guys. Lovely. We could just go straight for a knock or an EQ. How much would we do? If he is a defensive guy, probably Rocco. We do about 30% if he's max Phys Def. I do think we just want our Rocks because there's no removal, right? There's no court change. Yep, no default comes out. But there is no removal, so I'm just going to click Rocks here. I probably should have Tarot there. I do think we're probably just going to trade Rocks this turn. Going to get our Rocks up. Nice. What is he going to go for? We do have the Intim, which is nice. Unless he's special. He's going to go straight for a Fruit 10, so I should have Terrestrialized, that's fine. We see he does take Helmet Chip, which is nice, and we do get our Rocks up, which is great. Goes down to 235. I don't know how important our Terra is, because it was mainly for Urshifu. It's decent into Pulse, it's decent into a few things. We went down to 235. I do want to see exactly how much that was. He is at -1, I do need to factor that in. He's probably going to see we're pretty defensive. We do have a good amount of speed though. Don't think we have enough speed to outspeed a max speed Quillfish Hisui. We could see that come out, but obviously it doesn't want to take EQs, and we do have a good amount of offense. That is the Enam. Okay, it does take Rocks. We do know this is Ghost. And we don't know anything else about it. Do you want a Terra in front of me? You are not Boots. Therian. We can Terrestrialize out on our own side. I don't want to give him weakness policy is the issue. We are going to look at max HP. Gunk is a roll to kill from here. Knockoff would only do 20%, but if he does Terrestrialize into a Ghost type and we catch it, we would kill him. So maybe I do want to click that. I do kind of want a Terra here. Do I just want to go for the Gunk Shot first? I kind of do. How solid is the Gunk here? I think I am going to Gunk Shot first. I'm gonna go for it. Let's see. We will Terrestrialize first. If we are Terrassalized into a fairy, Moonblast still does a lot of damage if he's modest. There's a roll to kill. I actually didn't look at that Swampert damage, but that looks like a lot of damage. He does Terra, so we don't get it right, unfortunately. This is rough. We'll see what he goes for here. Could have called it a knockoff, that's fine. He could be Colberberry or something like that. How much do we do with an EQ? We do 40 to 47. How much are we doing with the Gunk? About 15%. We're going to hit it. That does look about the amount we would do. We do get poison, which is very nice. What are we going to see? We're just going to see the Moonblast is going to KO. It is. Okay, so he is offensive then. Okay, good to know. Maybe he's just like... I'm not sure. I do think that was either a roll that he got super lucky on if he's max special attack modest, or he has to be boosting item, and I don't think I saw a live orb. So I'm gonna assume that you are choice specs, my friend. I could go for a pretty free knockoff, I'm pretty sure, into his team. Like what is taking the knockoff? Could be like Quillfish, but you lose your item. The other option is to go ahead and U-turn. Outside of that, I don't think we KO in any meaningful way. I'm just gonna go Sizzle. You have to be very fast to outspeed me, and I do think you're max HP based on the damage you took. I'm gonna go for a knock here, I believe. Does it kill if he is Colberberry? That is the new question, because he was very quick. He's not Colberberry. He's either like the super lucky. I mean, if you're Colberberry, how much do I do? Do I need to go for it? We still have 30 seconds. Colberberry would be a roll to kill, I believe. Yeah, but it's a roll heavily in my favor. Otherwise, there's not much that wants to take this knockoff. He is Colberberry. Do we get the roll in our favor? So he got like super lucky on a roll on that Moonblast. We are going to kill straight through the Colberberry, and we're going to get rid of this Enam. He got super lucky on that roll then. There's literally one roll that kills me, I'm pretty sure, on that Moonblast. 1 or 2. It was like such a low percentage chance, maybe like 10%. That's so unlucky, because we would have just been able to probably kill with that next knockoff, or at least put him into range of poison, and we would have not had to reveal our choice band so early. He is going to get into Zapdos, and he is going to reveal that he is Boots. Okay. Zapdos, defensive. So he's not thing. Knockoff, if he's max, does 40%. We could get rid of the Boots, which is really nice. There is the risk of being staticked, which is rough. I do think I'm going to go for it. He could just go for a U-turn is another thing. I'm going to go for another knockoff. He's going to go for the Thunderbolt, okay. He's going to do a good amount of damage. Wow. That's a big crit. And we do get rid of Boots. Are we going to get static? No. That's very nice. Huge damage. This could be an opportunity to get in our Slowking and Chili out. Because, I am certain that Iron Crown's AV, right? So that's like the scary thing right now. I definitely think he's going to click Roost here. It's just about getting as much value out of it as possible. I'm going to go right out into my Kyurem. I'm going to calc that Thunderbolt damage quickly, actually, as well. We do see Thunderbolt. His Boots are gone, which is nice for future. And he's going to click Roost. Okay, kind of felt like he would do that. Doesn't look like he's max Fizz Def with this Zapdos. Definitely at least max HP. Freeze Dry should kill max HP from here. He does 65 to 77, so it would be a roll as well. Draco always kills. No, Draco does less. Blizzard would always kill. I'm just worried about this Iron Crown coming out. Does look like he's just 0 special attack on the Zapdos. Iron Crown takes not too much. from everything. Maybe I have to Blizzard. I could go for the Earth Power Core. I think I'm just going to go for Freeze Dry Hair. He does make the swap. Is it into Crown? That Tachyon, that kind of sounds like a Crown. And are we going to see... We're going to see rocks. Okay, so no boots. Are we going to see Assault Vest? Yeah, that looks Assault Vest. From my limited knowledge, at least. I think I am always going to go into my Slowking on this. And I am definitely going to count this damage. We'll see. Just a Volt Switch, okay. Down to 339, so we took 454 from that. Iron Crown Volt Switch. Does look like just max special attack. We're going to see the Pult come out. We're not going to see boots. Okay. Wish I was Cassiberry. Do you kill me? Because I will chili if you don't kill me. Spec Shadow Ball never kills. I'm gonna go straight for a chili reception. Or do I go for a... Do I go for a Thunder Wave? I'm gonna chili. He's DD. Oh, that's terrifying. I should have Thunder Waved. That's rough. Do you think you're jolly to outspeed my Torn? +1 attack. Darts never kills, but I assume the Ghost move does. Does Kirim eat 1 in snow? Is a good question. With snow, we do always eat a singular Dragon Darts if you are not thingy. I'm gonna go there and do it. I'm gonna call your bluff. You are not adamant. I refuse to believe you're adamant because you want to outspeed a Scarf Torn. I'm gonna click another Freeze Dry. You're gonna go for the dart. Based on that damage, I should live. Is that a crit? No. Oh my, you are adamant. You have to be adamant. And you got a super lucky roll as well, because you did 200 on the first and you did 211 on the second. I'm in shock. Bullet Punch doesn't kill. Do I just lose to this? I'm gonna go for a Thunder Wave here. He goes for the Force. And are you Power Herb? You are. He is the Power Herb set. Wow. I didn't expect it. That's actually... I'm in such a bad spot now. I'm throwing away things I don't need to throw away. What am I doing? What am I doing? Get your head back in the game. I'm gonna knock. I should have done this first. Why did I go into Slowking? Why did I go into Slowking? Okay, there's still hope. We do have Torn still. They can put in a lot of work with the Life Orb. I don't know if this thing gets Fire Fang or something to hit me. He goes for Acro. Oh, and that kills. Yeah, I think this is GG's. And it's all because I lost that Dragon Darts roll. I don't think Torn takes one, but I'm going to go there and Weather Ball. I really don't think. I want to have a look at Adamant. Yeah, death. GG's. Nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. I lost that roll really badly. Aqua Step isn't going to save me. I have to triple axle. GG's, yeah. I mean, what can I say? If you're Adamant, max attack, it's a 38.7. I lost off that roll. That's so tough to take. So tough to take. GG's to Onesie. Nothing I can do. Sometimes you lose off a roll like that, and you get luck not in your favour. GG's, man. And we'll have to bounce back and try and bounce back in week 6. I'm speechless, honestly. I have nothing to say. That was... I can't believe he wins off that roll. Should have just Thunderwaved on Slowking like I wanted to. But, I mean, that's what it is sometimes. I got played by the wrong set. By the set, I got outplayed by a good set, and it won. So, yeah, he deserves to win. GG. Bye-bye.